Happy Sunday, everybody. Beautiful day outside. Temperature's perfect. The birds are singing. You know, it's just a beautiful day. It's like Nina Simone. She has that song, Birds Fly High. You know, can you hear them singing? Do you know how I'm feeling? I'm feeling good. Feeling good today. You know, December 30th. December 30th, I woke up and made the conscious decision to have a better life. Cheers, man. I'm over 19 months sober. But, you know, if you're lucky, you know, you get like, what, 70 turns around the sun. 70 summers, 70 springs, 70 winters. If you're lucky. If you're more than lucky, you might see 80. You know, I'm almost 50 years old. You know, I've got maybe 20 left, if I'm lucky. And what am I saying? I'm saying make a conscious decision to smile. You know, live a good life. You know, I went through a lot of things in my life. Horrible things that caused me to go into alcoholism. You know, what I'm saying to you is we're all pretty much the same. We all get up in the fucking morning. We put our shoes on the same way and tie them the same fucking way, and we're living in the same world, man. You know what I mean? Why not smile? You know, enjoy life, you know. Got to take some responsibility. I had to take some responsibility on my own, you know, for the actions and the things that happened to me in my life. You know, that put me down that downward spiral into a pit of bitterness and, you know, just fucking shit, man. And I see people, man, they get so upset and bitter about different things, man. And, you know, my message to you is to let it go. Listen to the birds, man. Smoke you a stogie and go buy you some records, man. I've got some new records here I want to share with you guys, man. You know, life ain't easy, brothers and sisters. It's not easy. We all have struggles, you know. It's just how we deal with these things, you know. The first record I want to talk to you about is this. I don't know if it's. I think it's a bootleg, okay. But it's in what? See how it is? It's in one of these like bootleg kind of things. The name of the album is called Poor Substitute, and it's a tribute to Ricky Wiki Supergroup. Okay, and what that is the Robert Pollard, you know, Guided by Voices. And this is an album, which I think is like a bootleg. It's got these songs on there, I believe, are from Guided by Voices. And this guy right here, Chuck Papp, he's one of my friends. He works at Omega Music. I haven't heard this album yet. I'm going to play it today. I haven't heard it yet. But, you know, it's in one of these little El Cheapo things. It comes with this paper that's got information about the album. This is what the label looks like. It's on the Silly Moo. I know a lot of you guys like the garagey rock stuff. That's kind of probably what this is under. It's like the garagey rock. All the albums, it was weird. It's like every one of them that I looked at, all these, they were all different colors, man. Some of them were yellow. Some of them were dark purple. Some of them were this color. I mean, they were all different colors. So, anyway, if you guys, you know, are into Guided by Voices and stuff like that, you might dig this album. And if you want to get it, you could probably get on Omega Music's site and order one, and they'll, you know, they're a record store. I'm sure they would ship you one if you ask them for it. That's what it was right there. And then Omega Music's own Chuck Papp, man. Yeah, me and Chuck, we're old friends. Man, I could tell you stories, man. I remember Man, I remember one time we were sitting around, I was with Chuck, and we were over at another friend's house, man, and man, we were smoking some grass. Man, we were stoned, man. We were stoned. And we were listening to oh, what was the group? Crazy Horse. We were listening to some Crazy Horse, you know, the old Crazy Horse. And we were at my buddy's house, and me and Chuck was sitting there, man, and there was this guy, man. It was the funniest shit, man. I look back and I just laugh about this shit, man. You know, when you get stoned, you want to eat pizza, right? You know? So we were sitting there. It was probably about 12 o'clock at night, man, and this pizza's there, right? There was this guy with a broken leg with us, okay? It was a bunch of guys there. Me and Chuck are sitting there on the couch just listening to some music, and this guy went into the kitchen. He's on like these crutches, and he's got like a broken leg, man. And this motherfucker is stoned out of his mind like we were, you know. And the house that we were at was another friend, and his wife was there, okay? She's really fucking OCD, and he is too. And he had this fucking white shag rug, man, and this, this guy comes in there with this fucking pizza with this broken leg, man. And he fucking, this rug's really thick, man. And he hits that fucking rug. And he fucking throws the fucking pizza, man. And this fucking pizza all over the fucking living room, man. And the funny thing was, is me and Chuck, you know, we were so stoned, man. We're like, dude, man, I should help him out, man. That guy's got a broken leg. And there's saucy pizza all over the furniture and all over that white shag rug, man. And I look up at Chuck, and Chuck just kind of got this stone cheese, you know. We're just kind of like, man, we need to really help this guy out, man. We need to help this guy. And we never did help this motherfucker, man. We sit there, and he's trying to get this fucking pizza with this broken leg crawling around and rolling around on the floor, man. And we're just laughing and shit. And then the guy that owned the home, he comes in the room, and he's like, oh, my God, you know, and he's fucking, it was epic, man. So anyway, yeah, me and Chuck's on this album, Chuck Papp. He's an incredible, guided by voices, Robert Pollard. You know, they're from Dayton. And my buddy, I bet Chuck's got 150 guided by voices records and Robert Pollard albums and stuff, man, so... Anyway, if you're interested, you know, check it out. Call Omega Music and get you a copy if you want. I'll get through these pretty quick. I went to two places, Omega Music, and then there's another record store right down, a couple doors down in the Oregon District at Dayton. And I see this, and this is an actual original copy, man. Tom Petty, Full Moon Fever, man. I love this album, man. This is like something that, you know, when I was in high school, you know, this is a 1989. This is what I paid, 35 bucks. I think that's a pretty good deal. It's in VG Plus condition, man. It's got the original inner sleeve in it and everything, man. It's a fantastic album. I'm going to be playing that today, man. Fantastic album. Tom Petty. That's one that I always wanted. I'd love to have a couple more Tom Pettys. I've got some in the house. And that's what, you know, because that's my high school album, you know. 89, man. I was in junior high school then. Then I got this one, man. This was sitting in there. It's an original copy of The Working Man's Dead, man. Look at that. Look at that. $14.99, and it's in VG condition, man. It's on the green label. The Warner Brothers Green. So, yeah, man. This is probably one of my favorite Grateful Dead albums here, man. Yeah. Uncle John's Cabin. I played a little snippet of this in the video I just uploaded today. Fucking killer album, man. So, yeah, I got that now. That's going in my Grateful Dead collection. And Omega Music, their records at Omega Music are really good condition, okay? So it's like, if I see some classical albums, which I love classical, and you get them for cheap, And they're in fantastic condition. There's a little Schubert with some Bruno and Leonardo Gilbert. I mean, yeah, so I picked up some classicals. They had some classical albums there, little Brahms and a little Schumann there. So, yeah, I picked up some classical stuff here. In the condition of those albums, they're probably fucking mint. So then I went down to this other place right down there, and we were digging around. And the record condition down there, it's kind of like I wouldn't say Goodwill condition, but they're like in lesser condition. They're not bad. They're not bad condition, but they're not like mint. You know what I mean? But the prices are right. You know, they're like $3, $5 a record. So it's like, so pick this up. Some Richard Havens, some Richie Havens, 1983. I love me some Richie Havens, man. Beautiful, beautiful music. This was in here. Now, this record, the actual wax, is like VG Plus. It's really good, man. Ray Charles' greatest hits, man. It's got Georgia on my mind, Ruby, Sticks and Stones, man. I mean, it's just great, man. It's on the old ABC Paramount label. I'm not gonna pull it out, but I did spin this yesterday, man. It is fantastic. And now check this out. I'm gonna pull this one out here. This was in there, and it was $3. It was $3, man. Lady's Soul by Aretha Franklin. And this is on the Atlanta. I guess it's probably a 1968 press. I think that's when these came out. It's a little rough, okay? It's probably a G, okay? But I played this, man. It sounds beautiful, man. Aretha my neighbors was really enjoying Aretha. When I had this playing out in the garage yesterday, man, just absolutely, if you don't know this album, you should get acquainted with it. And this guy had this album there for $10. I thought, I've got a couple copies of this already. $10, and I do believe this is an original stereo copy. See, it says stereo up here. But this is a really old copy. You can see it's got a little wear. The wax is in really good. I'd say it's probably a VG condition, maybe a VG minus, but it plays nice. It sounds great, man. But for $10, man, I couldn't just leave it there. And the guy's like, yeah, man, I just got that in. I'm like, well, it's going out, man. I was like, I've got a couple copies of this already, but you just never know, man. I mean, to me, that old original cover might be worth $10 without even the record, and it's got a nice record in it. Then they had, let me show you this one. Ella Fitzgerald, Mac the Knife. This is live in Berlin. And this, I think, is on the Verve. Yeah, it's on the Verve right there, man. Beautiful spin. I love this old jazz, man. The old jazz. Her voice is really good. And then Billy Cobham. Sitting there, I don't know what it is about Eclipse, man. That's the name of this album. It's called Eclipse. We all like to wear our sunglasses and watch the eclipse. But this is kind of stuff, this will go, it's got a little rig wear. Price was probably a couple dollars, so I figured I'd take this and stick it in there with my Chick Corea albums, because it kind of grooves with that stuff, And then this one was kind of a blind buy. So I got that John Anderson, and I played this yesterday. Oh, look at the cover, man. It's so trippy. It's got this trippy color. This album, it says 1980. And let me tell you something, ladies and gentlemen. This is 1980. I mean, this thing is so wankered. I mean, I enjoy it. Don't get me wrong, man. But it's got that 80s. I mean, this thing screams 1980, man. So, it's got the little Buddha guy over here. Little Oriental. But yeah, I enjoy cheese ball albums, man. You know. So yeah, that was my picks this week. You know, living life, enjoy life, trying to keep a smile on my face. You know. And I hope you guys are keeping a smile on your face as well, man. Brother Pride's out of here. Thanks for hanging out.